Hello and welcome back to SnowRunner Hard Mode. On our road trip across all maps in the Michigan region last time, we discovered some upgrades we need in the future, and in the end the Western Star Twin Steer with the No Country for Old truck task. While we were able to refuel the Twin Steer, we still need to repair it to become part of our fleet. But that won't be the only truck we will add today. For that, we first need the P16 back on Drummond Island. Before we can take care of the Twin Steer, we first need to complete the Of Bridges and Men task. This will open the road coming from Smithville Dam to the gas station. I leave the trailer at the gas station as there is another one at the logging camp. Although I thought I turned in early enough, I had to back up to avoid the tree stump. This time I need to pay the 300 credits to auto-load the wooden planks. The task can only be completed from this side of the map. This means with the Fleet Star I would have to cross the river using the same fjord I used with the Chevy, and you all know how that went. You may notice that I'm taking my time driving around the map. After finishing my work for this year, read it was stressful as heck, and playing some other games, it is back to getting used to the controller again and the huge turning radius of the P16. Drive through task tracking, and that's how it works. I need a spot to leave the trailer. On the other side of the bridge is one with room to turn the P16 around. With a short stop to top up fuel, it is now off to Island Lake. Back in Island Lake, you might be wondering, how is he going to repair the twin steer? The answer will be apparent soon. But first I will pick up the fuel trailer. Why? Because we will need it later for some fuel shuffling. I will try to skip most of the boring bits and keep enough footage to reconstruct the route I am taking. But please pay attention here, as the bumps have the exact distance to damage either engine or suspension. Better slow and safe than in need of repair. I park the fuel trailer here, as we can find a service trailer nearby we can use to repair the twin steer. SnowRunner does not allow two trailers being attached to a truck, but we can use the winch to pull the fuel trailer along. The P16 has more than enough power to do it. Notice the Chevy in the swamp to the left. I spontaneously decided to pull it out and park it on solid ground. No need to waste the power of the P16 while it's available. Of course, I need to park my trailers out of the way first. When reattaching everything, don't forget to connect the winch to the fuel trailer again. We finally made it to the Twin Steer. After repairing it, it becomes part of our fleet. Now we just have to return it to our garage. While we are at it, we repair the 4 points of engine damage on the P16. The Twin Steer is the only non-DSC vehicle which offers 4 cargo slots. On the other hand, it lacks all-wheel drive in its basic configuration, which we instantly notice when trying to get going. Diff lock is available, which helps a lot in muddy terrain. Again, I will try to cut out most of the driving, read boring stuff to shorten the video a bit. Island Lake has 2 access points, one to Drummond Island and one directly to Smithville Dam. While going back to Smithville Dam is definitely quicker when heading back to the garage, it is a lot wetter. Even with low gear and diff lock enabled, it will take a while to cross the swamp. See the power pole to the right? Stay clear of it. It's made out of concrete and will damage your truck. Ask me how I know. We finally made it out of the swamp. Now it's carefully up the hill. When taking the incline up to the road, try to keep your momentum. The Twin Steer will get stuck at the end because the wheelbase is just so long. I made it up there only once without needing the winch. If no winch point is available, you can get the Fleetstar at the farm to pull the Twin Steer onto the road. After arriving at the garage and putting the Twin Steer into temporary storage, it is directly back to Island Lake and the P16. Time to bring both the fuel and the service trailer to Smithville Dam. Back in Smithville Dam, we leave the service trailer at the first junction. We can use it later to complete a task repairing a GMC 9500. The fuel trailer stays with us as we need it elsewhere. follow the same route we took with the twin steer. I leave the trailer here for a moment. Up the path to the left is an upgrade location where we can find the race suspension upgrade for the Scout 800. I don't know if I will ever use the Scout, but I will collect the upgrade anyway. Of course, I can't squeeze between the tree and the wreck like Null Modem did. If it doesn't work this way, then it'll be a long way around. On the way back, I passed the trailer and turned left. In the swamp we can find and recover an International TrendStar 4070. It is totally broken and it's very unlikely that I will ever use it, but it'll look nice in our collection. Don't worry, nobody saw that. As powerful as the P16 is, it cannot pull a fuel trailer and a broken truck. I will have to come back later to pick up the fuel trailer. The TrendStar has 2 winch points in the front, none of them in the center. I switched to the other winch point to change the positioning of the TrendStar behind the P16. Surprisingly, I almost managed to pull the TrendStar up the incline. If you get stuck, you can use the winch to slowly pull the TrendStar uphill. This is where I made my first quote-unquote mistake from a strategic point of view. I could have left the TrendStar and returned to the fuel trailer to pull them both to the garage. Instead, I took the TrendStar for a ride. You know the route already, so I will skip most of the trip. As I said, the Trendstar is totally beaten up and unusable right now. We still need to get the fuel trailer. We know already that the P16 can handle the fuel trailer. After a quick refuel, it is back to the garage. Again, with skipping most of the already known parts. Somehow I managed to pull the fuel trailer uphill without the assistance of the winch. I parked the fuel trailer at the garage exit, so every vehicle leaving the garage can fuel up before heading out into the wilderness. With the P16 in the garage, we can install the engine upgrade we found on Drummond Island. We keep the stock engine for now. There are only a few upgrades for the P16 available, and tires, for example, require a DLC to change them. I install the high saddle to be able to pull large semi-trailers, and it's free. With the P16 upgrade, we can look for our third truck to be added to our fleet today. As mentioned earlier, we can get a white Western Star almost for free. We just need to finish the fixer upper task to get it. we can find the White Western Star down by the river. To complete the task, we need to bring the White Western Star back to our garage. The White Western Star itself is totally broken, so we can choose to repair and then tow it back, or to use the brute power of the P16 and drag it back in the state it is currently in. Take a slightly different route back as it offers solid ground instead of mud. I know I mentioned patience a few times already, but even I was doubting myself here if I would be able to drag the White Western Star through this gap. But after a lot of back and forth and back again, at some point I made it. Maybe it is better to repair it and then maybe take another route back? Comment down below on how you think about it. The following part is 3 times the speed instead of the usual double. In the end, I still think that dragging the White Western Star up the hill was worth it. Yes, it took a lot of time, definitely longer than I thought it would, but spending repair points and taking a different route would have been more expensive in my view. Back at the garage, I totally overlooked the delivery zone and went directly to the entry. Fulfilling the task at this point was just a coincidence. In the garage, I happily pay the 2,500 credits to fully repair the White Western Star, as it will replace the Fleet Star over time as our workhorse. Additionally, I install the upgrades that are available at this point. To become fully operational, I will have to wait until I reach rank 8 and the off-road tires are available. As a color, it gets the default blue like every hauler in my fleet. Today was a great day and we added 3 trucks to our collection. There are still some tasks we can use the P16 for, but that's for the next episode. That's it for now. See you next time.